Alright, we are going in through. Alright, it's going to start in now.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to round number 3, season 5 for Project 1 GT here at Maggiore. I am Jackie Prez and I am joined for the first time in the commentary booth since season 3, I believe. If I'm correct me if I'm wrong. It is KD 1997. KD, how are you today?
Very good, Jackie boy. Thank you very much for having me in the comm box. Can't wait for this race to get started, man.
Yeah, absolutely. It promises to be an exciting race. So, obviously, we're back at Maggiore for the first time since season number 3, where some of these cars were actually. Last time that I believe 2 of these cars were used was in season 3. And this promises to be some real exciting action here today.
Like you said, there were 2 cars that from season 3 that we did use, the Aston Martins and the Corvette. So that's obviously the turn. But then we got the new cars of the BMW, McLaren, and Mercedes gonna be going around here. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, 20 laps for the feature race. So we'll see how that pans out.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, we are back to our regular feature sprint format. Last time out at Sardinia, we used our super sprint format. We're back to what we know best in the feature race and the reverse grid sprint race. As what we're going to do quickly is run you through the grid one. Once again, starting from pole position for yet another pole this season. In Season 4, continuing his impressive run. Blocky starting in P2, I believe that is his best qualifying. Then you've got the 3-time Enduro Cup champion, Bodod, it's starting from P3. The Smeg in 4th. Curvy Texas Season 1 champion, he's starting P number 5. Dynamite in 6th. Prying Stingray in 7th. Banana Cake Pie in 8th. Tim Ant in 9th. Candy Cane, that is your top 10. Prezzo in 11th. Jamo in 12th. BK in 13th. Orpha Drop subbing in for Roscoe, who is out. Wish you all the best, Roscoe. And KD starting from the back after serving his qualifying ban. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to press play in 3, 2, 1, play. KD, take us away for the lights.
Alright, so yeah, like I said, Maggiore, 20 laps. It's going to be one of the longest races we've done so far. So here we go, and we are underway. Looks like a pretty decent start from the Mercedes-Benz, trying to get alongside from his Smeggy into turn 1. Red one's very clear into turn 1. Tries to get around Bodog, cannot. Smeg tries to get around Bodog, cannot do so. But has a ton behind, but he gets up in position ahead. Ooh, gets a little bit of a tank slapper there out of turn 2, but gets to pretty nicely done. It is right now from grid 1, Bodog, the Aston's leading on 2, Smeg right behind, and then going wide there is Candy Cane, moving up a few positions up to 6th place. From 10 to 6, a pretty impressive start from Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah, absolutely is, KD, as we go down into hairpin for the first time. It is grid 1, Bodhod, the Smeg, and Blocky. That is your top 4. Blocky dropping down a couple of positions. Dynamite in 5th. Frying Stingray, he's in 6th. Candy Cane, he's up to 7th. An impressive start for the Team Max Speed driver. Prezzo's in 8th. Tim Ant in 9th. And Curvy Texas, as well as Banana Cake Pie, they've both dropped down a couple of places. BK's right under the rear wing of Banana as we head down the hill for the first time in this feature race. We're gonna watch BK here, see if he can get past Banana real quickly. Does he?
Does have the straight line speed.
Yeah, it does, KD. Does he try and set a move up into the hairpin? Oh, you can take a lot of liberties with that curve there, but he couldn't quite get the job done as the field stays pretty compact. As we've got the Spec right under the rear wing of the FP Autosport Aston Martin of Bodhod. Can he set up a move? Hard on brakes here? No, not quite, but he's got Blocky right behind. Blocky driving an incredible race thus far. He's been driving very well, really. He's inside the top 5 once again, and showing the pace of that BMW is consistent around most of the tracks that we've been to this season.
Yeah, I think it's the advantage of these BMWs is that they're definitely going to have the advantage around the corners. Definitely got good cornering speed. Doesn't have the straight line advantage, but the corners is where it's going to be most impressive. Is Smeg going to go down the inside? Boy, he thought about it for a brief moment there to get around Bodog.
He did, but he's
going to come on the inside.
Yeah, he's let
the inside.
Oh, Spec runs it a little bit wide there, so Spec dropping a position. He could be under threat here from Dynamite. Dynamite's going to try and stick it round the outside, and he will make the move stick hard under brakes. And 2 Revo boys working very well together there. up into third and fourth as Blocky is now right under the rear wing of Bodod as they head hard under brakes. Once again on lap number 2, Blocky's going to send it down the inside and gets the move done. Very good cooperation there from Bodod as well, but Blocky is driving fantastically well. He's made up all those positions he lost off the start. He's back up into P2.
Yeah, definitely had the better turning angle there in the corner there. The Aston just understeers a little bit going to turn 5. That definitely is one of the more trickier corners I find of the entire racetrack. You got to get that cornering just very perfect. If you don't, you're going to...
Sorry to cut you off. Sorry to cut you off there, KD. Kane ran it massively wide there for the fast right-hander. Yeah, it's a right-hander. Just checking myself there. Quickly, he's lost a ton of time, and he's down into 11th as BK's now looking down the inside. He does have Kane's teammate of Jamo right behind, so it's caught in a bit of a sandwich here. It's a...
Yeah, 2 Mercedes and 2 Corvettes, I see that.
I think you've probably got the third one of the Orphan drop there as well, just lurking behind, waiting for something to go wrong as BK is looking. Oh, no, oh, they've touched! BK Kane have touched!
Oh,
and Kane's got engine damage.
Engine damage for him too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, BK's going to redress that position. He definitely knew that was as bad.
Yeah, that was...
position anyway.
That looked like a very nasty collision as now Jamo moves up into 11th. KD and Orphan Drop also move up a couple of positions as a result as Prezzo and Banana Cake Pie go side by side here at turn number 2. The Aston first, the McLaren. The McLaren isn't the worst car around here. I mean, the drivers are still complaining about it, namely Kirby Texas and Brian Stingray, but the car isn't as bad around here as they're really making it out to be, as it is normally.
Nah, I think it's just because they underestimate the corner of the McLaren. I find the McLaren to be more of a better in the corner as well. Obviously, straight line speed is its weakness, as you can tell, and also off the grid, it's definitely one of the worst off the grid from what I've seen. But in the run of this track, I definitely would say it's not that bad.
Yeah, its problems aren't as exacerbated as other tracks. Brian Stingray running his best race thus far of the season. We know how fast he can be. He's currently running inside the top 5. As I believe Tim was trying to set up a move there on the spec as they're going to go hard under brakes. Does Tim pull it to the inside? No, he doesn't. Doesn't show the nose there. Oh, the spec gets loose under brakes there.
Yeah, a little bit loose there towards the hairpin. So these two are going to go side by side now as we go.
Oh, you can't really get two by two there without a little bit of cooperation. Tim's going to get the move with a little bit of force, and Tim moves up into 6th there. As the spec's going to poke the nose there. And, yep, he returns. He's going to return serve, or he tried to there, but Tim holds the line, gets the power down earlier, and he stays in P6. The spec probably not too happy about that move from Tim there, but that is racing after all. As we're going to have a quick look at the front grid line, has checked out. He is absolutely clear of Blocky at the moment. Both of them running pretty lonely for now. Dynamite, he's currently running in 3rd, and you've got 2 FB Autosport cars and 2 Revo Satellite cars running inside the top 4, and Tim in 6th, so all 3 Revo cars running towards the front. Prezzo really isn't helping his own team's cause by running towards the back half of the top 10, but he has said that this is not one of his favourite tracks. In fact, he despises this track quite a bit.
Yeah, it's definitely a dependable track, really, but yeah, I definitely can confirm about Prezzo not being the happiest around here. But yeah, Red One right now has a clearance of about 4 seconds to Blocky Rex, so yeah, like you said, he's completely checked out. Blocky, though, is doing a fantastic job, though, with that pace with that BMW. I have to say so far. So this could be his best. This could be his best chance of gaining his best results of the point.
Yeah.
And his very first podium as well. He hasn't got a podium just quite yet.
No, he hasn't yet. As we're going to have a look here on the battle 4th. Brian Stingray's going to go side by side with Bodhot as they go hard under brakes into the hairpin. One of the trickiest corners on this track. And Stingray gets the move done. Oh, he's in the grunt. He is in the dirt though. I did speak far too soon there. Put the commentator's curse on him there, but Stingray is lost. He's lost a couple of places there. He's back down in 6th as Tim Ant's right behind Bodhot as That BMW is looking fast in comparison to the Aston.
Yeah, I think right now the BMW is one of the best cars on the track. Really.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you don't include Gridball, who's obviously the best driver I'd say on the grid, the BMWs are definitely the best.
Yeah.
Like any of the in this entire grid.
Yeah, as Tim
look at these two.
He does make the move up into fourth as they're going to go side by side here up into turn one. Who breaks later? Oh, but I've got really squirrely mid-corner there, mid-braking, really, and he has lost out there a bit. I think Tim did leave him a bit of space there in case he did fire back down the inside as Tim does finally clear him and is now in fourth. So the three Revo cars running line astern here in second, third and fourth. It's a very good showing thus far for the Revo satellite team. As we're going to have a look at, who do we look at? We're going to, Curvy Texas currently running in position number 10, holding up that position currently. Not really under much pressure from anyone behind. He does have the two Corvettes of KD and Orphan Drop behind him. Both of these cars running pretty consistent, relatively the same pace here and there, but the Corvette not really doing the best job around here, but that is to be expected from tracks that we go to. Some cars will suit a track up, some cars might absolutely despise a track. We have seen that in the past, and Season 5 is no different. Prezzo currently running in 9th at the moment. He's the last of the Aston Martins. He's really struggling for pace around this track at the moment in that Aston. He is the slowest of all of them as he gets a little bit happy there on the throttle there. Banana Cake Pie. He's currently in P8 at the moment for BC PRD. He's actually quite, doesn't appear as though he's really struggling at the moment actually. As we also do know, tyre wear is a massive part around this track. It is one of the hardest place on tyres that we go to on the calendar, and that really throws a massive strategy curveball for all our drivers.
Yeah, the biggest part, I think the car that would suffer the most tyre wear, we've been saying how this car's a struggle, is definitely the Corvette. It's definitely bad on the tyre wear at the front, so that's definitely keep in mind as well. But yeah, it's also gonna depend on your brake balance as well. Normally, I would expect almost everyone to be towards the rear for the brake balance. Just that way, you can try your best to keep the car stable, so that way you don't hit the tires too far in front. But as I'm speaking here comes here comes Curvy Texas trying to get closer to Prezzo.
Yeah, he is.
He's closed up about 1.5 seconds on the course of that lap, I'd say.
Yeah, he has. He had a massive lap there. It was a massive 1.3 seconds faster than the Aston Martin on that last time around. The critical thing here is Curvy Texas is going to try and set up a run through these S's, not get too close to the Aston, but close enough that he can use the slipstream on the way down the hill as they go to try and set the pass up hard under brakes into a hairpin and see what he can do here. Does he? He has got a run here on Prezzo. Does he pull out? Does he have enough overspeed to get past the Aston Martin? The Aston Martin very good in the straights. Here comes Curvy Texas. Does he send it? He did think about it indeed, but no. Can't quite get the job done there.
Oh, but he gets a little bit squirrely at the exit of the corner at the hairpin.
Absolutely did. Prezzo does hold on to 9th for now. Not really much going on here at the moment. Obviously the tyre minimum for this feature race is 5 laps, so these drivers have passed that tyre minimum currently as Tim decides to explore the Revo satellite lawn mowing department, seeing how much grass he can cut in that BMW. I'm not sure if BMW is really known for that, for those exploits, but good to see Tim testing out the capabilities during this race.
It's just basic German engineering.
Yes. Who do we have? Do we have someone anywhere?
I know, right now the closest battle I can see on track is just Prezzo and Curvy. And Curvy's all over him still. Well, in place.
Yeah, he absolutely is. He's right under... Thought he got a little bit loose there to Curvy Texas in that McLaren. He's going to try and...
Oh, that's very solid with the entry of the corner there too.
Absolutely is. He he is going to need to try and set up the same move that he tried last time. He's just going to need to get a little bit closer and get a much better toe if he possibly can. It is very hard to do that with the lack of straight line speed in comparison to the Aston Martin. As we go through the S's, can Curving Texas get close enough to set the pass up?
And the plus also, the more that these two battle, the more that these Corvettes will get closer, because it does look like a little bit the Corvettes are right behind them, Katie and Orphan Club have actually gone a little bit closer than what we saw a couple laps ago.
Yeah, Curvy Texas did try and set the pass up, but he's not close enough again, so yet another lap he's stuck behind that Aston Martin. That hairpin is a very popular passing zone around this track. It is one of the many passing zones that you can really make an overtake successful around here. Can you try to do it again the next lap? How is Ridwan going at the front?
He's pretty much checked out.
He has absolutely checked out. He is in turn number 2.
He's got 7.6 seconds ahead of Blocky.
Yeah, he is.
And Stingray comes to the pits.
So Stingray is the first to pull the trigger. He is on the soft compound of tyres, so he needs to come in and put a set of medium tyres on. Fill up
rumor
enough.
has it though, it's like, I think he might have, rumor has it, I think he also had the glitch where it was set to go to the mediums, but instead of put him on the soft compound. So,
Well, that's unfortunate.
That is very unfortunate indeed. So he comes up behind BK.
He does, and he is currently in P14, but he is the first car to make his compulsory pit stop. We've got a little inter-team battle going on here between Tim and Dynamite. Oh, Tim runs a little bit wide, misses the apex there. Dynamite might be able to get a slight run on him here if he can stay close enough and make up enough ground to really latch on to the back of his teammate rather, as I think he's right underneath him, but couldn't quite get that job done there. Couldn't pull out fast enough to get an overtake as the Smeg and Bodhod. I think the Smeg has overtaken Bodhod in the last lap or so. And Smeg is currently in P5, obviously yet to make a pit stop, as is everyone in this field bar Chronic Stingray thus far is the only car who has made his compulsory pit stop. The 2-stop has been thrown about as a possible option, but it has, I think it has since been debunked, as no one has peeled in early enough to make a 2-stop work. As the Smeg,
I think most of everyone's going to try to go for the 1-stop the way it looks, as Smeg has come into the pit lane.
Yeah, the Smeg has come into the pit lane. He's on the medium compound tyres, as is Banana Cake Pie.
No. Yep.
As has Prezzo.
The same amount of fuel as well, too. And yep, Prezzo.
Curvy Texas.
A lot more fuel than both.
Yeah, I believe he is just driving for fun here for now, as BK also peeled into the pit lane at that time. Bodod, he's currently yet to make a pit stop as well, running in P5, provisionally around P6 to P7, so around the mid-range of the pack. 3 Bravo cars once again running line astern, as Dynamite is right behind Tim once again as we head through the S's.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to work together and obviously just see if they can catch up towards Blocky as quickly as possible. But Revo, this is definitely going to be their best result so far. 2, 3, 4 in the feature race is definitely a good result.
Absolutely is. They have once again stepped up their game this season. They are really the high flyers and high achievers at the moment, as Dynamite does make the move finally. Took him a lap or so, but he gets it done on Tim and moves up into 3rd, provisionally for now. Blocky has checked out from his 2 teammates. He's currently running in 2nd. All 3 Robo cars, interestingly enough, are on the soft compound tyres and are going to need to run the mediums. That probably explains why their pace is actually quite good in comparison to, say, some other cars. Also, Ridwan as well is on the soft compound tyres, and he is currently in a different postcode as we speak, as Blocky exploring the off-track capabilities. Once again, as Bodhod, does he decide to come into the pits? Yes, he does.
Yep, he's coming into the pit lane.
See what KD does here. Does he pull the pin now, or does he wait another lap? He got really snappy there.
No, he's staying out. I think he's just gonna wait until maybe the
yep. Oh,
goes out. Oh,
Jamo was real close there to the blend line there. I thought for a second. Be interested to see what Stuart say about that. Banana Cake Pie is in 9th. Yep, carry on.
There goes Bodhod coming out of the pits.
Yes, he does, and he is in front of Banana Cake Pie, but has lost out to not only the Smeg, but also Prying Stingray. So Stingray on the medium compound tyres. Smeg's on softs. See if he can go and chase down that McLaren of one Prying Stingray. Some cars we haven't really spoken a lot about is the Corvettes tonight. Obviously struggling quite a bit, occupying the last 3 grid slots.
Yeah, they haven't been that great so far. Like we've said before, they just seem to be the most boatiest car out of the lot so far. It proved that way last season as well, and it just shows again that they just don't really have the pace to keep up with the rest of the field.
Yeah, they don't quite have the pace at these tracks that require a lot of turning and require a good front end and good stability under brakes. It is the car that seems to struggle the most when it comes to that, but that is the nature of the beast, unfortunately, when the cars are selected. Cars are chosen for a whole season, and at some tracks they will be fantastic. Tracks like Le Mans, which we are coming up to, the Corvette is a very capable car around that track. Some tracks, I hear Maggiore, they're not really the greatest machine, as Orphan Drop decides to explore a bit of the scenery around Maggiore, and I do believe he will
come into the pits.
Yes, he does. So Orphan Drop makes his pit stop as Prying Stingray has actually lost out. Whilst we were watching the Corvettes there, he has lost out to the Smeg for P6 on the road. 5 cars yet to make their pit stop thus far, and it is Ridwan, the 3 Bravo boys, and KD as well. He is yet to come in and make a compulsory tyre change. So
and also fuel the car as well.
Yep, that too as well. Squirt a little bit of fuel in the car. As Orphan Drop does come out of the pit lane and lets his team boss go as well, so interesting tack.
Orphan Drop goes to 14th place now.
Yes, he does, and does come out behind his teammates, his team boss rather, so I think he just decided to let him go, as both the Corvettes take a bit of liberties on the exit of the corner there. As we're going to have a look at some of these Revo boys. They're currently once again running towards the front. Do they pull the pin here? Ridwan doesn't.
Staying out, so let's see what Blocky does.
Absolutely. Looks like he's feinting towards coming in.
Oh,
no,
I think he thought about it, but just like, no, I'll just go for another lap, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if he could quite get it pulled up there, just to make sure avoid a possible penalty in the end of it, as it's skating absolutely on the tyres there. These tyres looking very second hand on the BMWs.
Yeah, thing too about the pit lanes is basically you have to keep tires out of those solid yellow lines. They're very narrow as well. A lot of people were caught out from last week's pit lane entry from Sardinia. And also that's another reason why Katie also got a quali ban. It was because of an incident on lap 1 in the feature race, and also because of pit lane breaches as she's going to pit lane, speaking of which.
Yeah, just getting an accumulation of points there, as we're going to watch the Kennedy Motorsport boys see what they can do with their driver as they fill him up with fuel. He is running incredibly low on fuel, so really ran the tank to the absolute edge there in the 48 car as he exits the pit lane and will come out behind his two Kennedy Motorsport teammates as the pair of them try and set after Jamo in 11th. And I believe that the BK and Orphan Drop have probably decided that it's best not to fight each other and for just follow each other for now so they can catch up to the cars ahead.
Yeah, the question is how long will BK's tires last, because he pitted a little ways before Orphan dropping KD.
Yep, that he absolutely did. As we're going to have a look at Ridwan here. Does he? I think he's fainting.
Nope.
Oh, yep.
Oh, now he's going.
He has come in to the pit lane to make his compulsory pit stop.
Now, what about Rocky? Does he fill in or does he stay out?
Oh, he's...
No. Oh, that might be a penalty there.
That could be a penalty. I believe the stewards are going to have their hands full later.
Yeah, he did hit the solid white lines, so that might be looked at.
That could be a penalty. I think the stewards may have a bit of images to look at the end of the event. They like to get every incident and then...
Oh, Smego. Sorry. Smeg went very... Same as scenery. They both went very wide at the exit of the final turn.
Absolutely. Oh, the Smeg absolutely sending it under brakes. Really getting lively there on the rear end of the car as Blocky does come out ahead of the Smeg and slots into P3. So Blocky once again running very strongly. He is pretty much the best of the rest, it seems, for everyone apart from Ridwan today.
So the next one to come in will be Timmy.
Yep, Tim
to make his pit stop.
He does need to make a pit stop here as he is currently the only car on track yet to come in. He has been... I think he just wanted to come out and lead a lap, or he even missed it and decided not to cop the penalty and just go on one more.
Yeah. If at this rate though, Tim would most likely come out, I probably would say maybe behind Smeg or Stingray on the way it looks. He doesn't have to put a full tank. I think he could put like maybe about roughly about 3 quarters. But
yeah,
he'll have to, like, he might lose out a few positions because of it.
Yeah, he might lose out a few positions, but he will have the fresher tyres as we head into the back part of this race as Tim goes hard under brakes into the final corner and makes the pit lane quite comfortably and has come in to fill his car up and chuck some tyres on. Ridwan is now your race leader. He is absolutely checked out from Blocky and pretty much the rest of the field for that matter.
Yeah, the gap nearly over 20 seconds. So yeah, he's completely checked out.
Massive gap there, curving Texas. He's currently running a very lonely race, but now he's
I actually might be premature on this. Oh wait, never mind. I thought Tim was going to be behind Bono, but no, he ends up being behind exactly where I thought that he was going to be.
Yeah, he's ahead of Bono, but he really struggled there for some tyre grip as he headed into turn 2 for the first time on medium compound tyres. So doesn't quite have.
And Bono's on soft compound tyres, so he's going to be in some trouble.
He could be in some trouble, or this actually might work out very well for him indeed because his tyres are much fresher than Bodhod's current soft tyres. Yeah, Bodhod's tyres are starting to wear out quite a fair bit. As tyre wear does.
Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, all good. No, it's okay. As tyre wear becomes more prominent. Yep, go ahead, KD.
I was gonna say, like, well, the soft compound tires do wear out after about 4 to 5 laps. I would say is when they start to switch off. So he's probably coming to the point now where the tires will begin to go off the cliff a little bit.
Yep, absolutely. They absolutely will. We're just going to scroll through the field, see if we can get anything here. The 3 Kennedy Motorsport cars are running line astern here. Not all really together. It's mainly BK and Orphan Drop, but their position doesn't matter. The fact is they're working together as a team. It's not... Oh god. Kennedy Motorsport are struggling a bit here at Maggiore, but they will be looking very much forward to Le Mans next week, where it is the first of our endurance races. The four endurance races this season, and it promises to be a very exciting and well-fought endurance battle. We have got some of the best drivers at Le Mans. We've got Bodhod and Redwine, the pair of them very good at that track. Be interested to see how they go next week.
Yeah, exactly, and this is also the first time that I think we've ever done 4 endurance races with Le Mans. It'll be the Nürburgring, and then for the very first time, Blue Moon Infield A. That will be interesting one to see, and the final one, of course. Is obviously you Aussies' favorites. Tracks is back as well.
Yeah, fair track.
Well, when I say all,
yeah.
Not everyone's.
Yeah, it's a great track for a hot lap. Racing, it does throw up its challenges, but that's the beauty of the racetrack. As not really too much going on here. Banana Cake Pie is a little bit close here to Dynamite. See how he goes through the S's section. But there is actually quite a train forming here behind. I believe it is. Yeah,
Smeg is pretty much leading. Smeg is leading the train, and then you have Stingray, and that's him. Yeah. So it's pretty much it's gone from 3rd to 8th place. So this is pretty much, in some ways, a battle for the podium position, the final podium position. Oh, that's
Smeg getting.
Oh, Smeggy. That's a bit of a
under brakes, getting a little bit crossed up there. Brian Stingray
up. Clumsy there from the exit. A little bit clumsy from the exit, so that also helps steering it a little bit closer.
Yeah, absolutely does. Tim Ant has also checked away. He's jumped away from Bodod here, so the fresh tyres is definitely an advantage. Not really dependent on the compound itself, but he has cleared away from Bodod. Bodod is running in 6th at the moment. Dynamite is in 7th, and Banana is 8th. Sorry for the yawn there. We're going to have a look here at Smeg. He's currently holding down that podium position for now, but he does have Stingray and Tim chasing him down, breathing down his neck for now.
Under a little bit of pressure, and those tires might come to a little bit of their own here. As he did hit about 5 laps ago for those soft compounds.
It was about 5 laps. So he was one of the first cars to pit, apart from Stingray as well.
Yeah, so his tires are starting to fall off the cliff a little bit, I'd say.
I would say so as well. As VK is closing up on Jamo here, as we head just outside the top 10 here.
KD's also starting to close in a little bit too, to the other Candy Motorsport cars. He does have the fresher tires compared to the 2 of them.
Yeah, he absolutely does, having stopped the latest out of a lot of them. Prezzo's not careful, he may get drawn into this battle. His tyres looking dreadful there into Aston Martin.
Yeah, it's just not having the greatest of time really for pace-wise for Prezzo.
Speaking of not having a great time, Kane, after starting inside the top 10, he has really not had any luck go his way after crashing with BK on lap 1, or lap 2 rather. He is running last for now, but will start from first grid pole if everything maintains the same way. Tim is right behind Prying Stingray here, and Tim with the pressure tyres both on the same compound as well. You'd have to favour Tim here to really get a run here on Stingray and move up into 4th, and then go and challenge Smeg for that final spot on the podium.
Could have a chance to do that. He does have the pressure tires on the medium tires, of course. And the guys in front of him are starting to struggle a bit. Stingray pitted, what was it, over 10 laps ago? Yeah, his tires are definitely cooked, and Smeg is, well, we don't need to explain further about that.
Yeah,
his situation.
His tires look pretty dreadful, if I say so myself. Tim's looking pretty good. But now Bodod is in 6th. His tires aren't looking particularly healthy. Dynamites are looking a lot better. Bananas aren't looking particularly healthy either. Prezzos are looking dreadful. Jamos aren't looking... Carry on.
I was gonna say, so probably the soft and medium strategy might be the way to go for future references if you ever do this race, but it seems like it's working out very well for the Revo boys, especially with them having a better pace.
Yeah, especially if you've got the car to do it, it does help that that strategy can work in your favour to really just skip away and get track position, as we've got Tim and Prying Stingray going side by side. As they head down the hill, Prying Stingray is not going to give up an inch here. He holds on.
Dynamite also battling Bodot. He's got the move done, I think.
Oh, they're going to go side by side
goes...
through here. This is real. This is a recipe for disaster.
But I think Dynamite's got him. Yep, he has better grip to defend that.
Yep, he is held. Yep, he has.
Comes Tim.
Absolutely held
Down
on.
the inside.
He's going to try it. He's going to try it, and he's going to just about clear him. As they go down into the final corner, Tim, oh, yeah, no, Prying Stingray does hold on for now, once again showing some incredible defensive driving there as they touch.
Yeah, they touch there, but Stingray though.
Stingray's gonna.
He's doing a great job defending.
He
the car exactly where he needs to put it.
He absolutely is.
This is also helping Smeg too to pull away just a little bit.
Yeah, it is, but the Smeg does have 1.7 seconds. Oh, penalties as Stingray gets onto the grass and has pretty much just given that position up now.
Yep. You can't do anything about that.
That's exactly the last thing he would have wanted as well. That's the last thing the Smeg would have wanted as well, to see Tim get an easy overtake. Now he's going to have BMW breathing down his neck.
Yep.
As, speaking of breathing down necks, Jamo and Orphan Drop going side by side there, as they're going to go. He's going to try a move here. That's the question. He's going to try it. He's going to set sail on the brakes. There's contact.
All contact between the two.
Little contact, front to front contact.
Getting stuck with the Corvettes.
That is.
One Merc, 3 Corvettes.
Oh, Jamo tried to get the move done there. Nearly absolutely swiped.
Jamo going completely off the line there.
Nearly absolutely rammed the rear end of that Corvette of Orphan Drop, and now he sets after Prezzo. So Prezzo's tyres looking very second-hand in comparison to the Corvettes. What?
BK down the inside of Jamo into the hairpin.
Yep, and BK does make the move now. Does KD actually? Does he fancy a little incentive
not quite yet.
In a position? As Ridwan on starting lap number 19, he is absolutely checked out from Blocky as well. The pair of them have checked out, really. The Smeg has got 1.7 seconds of penalties that he does need to serve, so he may just have to cede this position to Tim. I'll just have to give it up, unfortunately, for the Smeg, who is once again...
Oh, look at the two McLarens going side by side.
They are. Prying Stingray is absolutely struggling for grip. Here comes Banana, he tried.
Stingray he's fighting his team boss as well.
That's an interesting tactic. The three BCPRD cars running 7, 8, and 9 currently. As Bodod is holding, he's got back past Dynamite, so Bodod inside the top 5 once again. It's a great little battle we've got going on here for the minor placings.
Yeah, not bad battles at all for the midfield.
Yep, gonna have a look here. Tim and the Smeg. Tim's tyres much fresher than the Smeg's. Smeg almost driving on 50 cent pieces. You'd think by now with just about a lap and a half to go, Tim's car going to be much better under brakes in comparison. Oh, the Smeg, he got really sideways there.
Oh, they make contact as well with the hairpin.
That could have been nasty, as Dynamite does get through on Bodhod as well.
He's also got 3/10 of penalties, so he has to pull away a little bit.
He does need to pull that away, but there are places around this track where you can very easily serve your penalty. As final lap started by Ridwan, he has absolutely run away with this. Once again.
He's got a comfortable 16.8 second lead
That's a very good gap there. Blocky is in second at the moment and looking to pick up his first podium, which would be a great result for Revo Satellite. As we're going to have a look here at the Smeg and Tim.
Timmy.
Here you go. Oh, he doesn't
make a move there.
No, just didn't quite.
I think the best thing for Tim to do is if Smeg decides not to serve the penalty, just stay behind him. He doesn't really even force anything.
No, he doesn't need to drive or do anything particularly dumb here. As Dynamite, he's really yet to clear Bodod here, so Bodod is staying hooked under the rear wing of that BMW. He has been joined at a hip really in this entire stint.
Yeah, but Bodod's not gonna. He won't really be up to him really because those tires are just cooked.
They absolutely are. Tim is not doing anything really to get through on the Smeg here, so I believe he is probably going to follow him more towards the checkered flag unless he can get a run, which he's going to try here. What can the BMW... Yep, he's got a run. He's going to have a run here. He's going to have him under brakes, you would think. Yep, they're just about side by side. He's going to have the performance though.
Oh, he sensed it. Very good move there.
He had the performance under brakes and picks up P3. Anyway, as we head into the final corner, Ridwan is going to pick up yet another victory for FP Autosport, and that Aston Martin. Can anyone stop this guy? It's looking very unlikely to begin Season 5. He picks up his third race win of the season. Good job from Ridwan there. Blocky is going to come home in P2. Barring any
great result, the best finish of his career so far.
Yep,
and his first podium, so well done to Blocky Reds.
Good job there. Blocky, he finishes P2. Tim is going to come home in P3. Fantastic result there from the Revo driver and celebrates with a slide across the line. The Spec clears his pants.
Nice in there, Timmy.
Bodod's in 5th. Brian Stingray, Curvy Texas. As Curvy Texas in 9th, as Orphan Drop has got past the Stone Tower there. So Corvette beats the Aston Martin purely on just newer tyres. And a Corvette's going to pick up a top 10 result after a just tough qualifying. So that would be a great result there for Kennedy Motorsport just to get inside the top 10 just. As Curvy Texas tries and wrecks it across the line, Jamo will come home in P12. KD in 13. And BK will come home in 14 and celebrates with a slide across the line. So that was race 1. We're going to load up race 2 here. We're going to get this done all in one hit. Takes through your thoughts after race 1 there, KD.
Well, I mean, pretty much a great performance from Red One. Definitely had a better pace than everyone else, so he did a great job. But Blocky, I will say, big round of applause to him. You gotta give him massive credit. He had the pace to be up at the front, was the best of the rest, apart from Red One, I would say. And it definitely shows the BMW, I would say, was the best car out of the lot as well, or one of the best cars out of the lot.
Yeah, absolutely. As we are loading up race number 2, just let me know when you
yeah, I'll let you know in a bit.
All yours loaded up. We'll have it stopped at 20 seconds as well. So we're pretty much all good to go. What we will do in the meantime, actually, is we're going to take you through the starting grid for race number 2. We have got Candy Cane starting from reverse grid pole. Once again, starting from the front. Let's see if he can turn it into a very good result here. He's starting on the soft compound of tyres as well. BK will start from 2nd, Jamo in 3rd, Prezzo in 4th, Orphan Drop in 5th, Curvy Texas in 6th, Prying Stingray in 7th. Banana Cake Pie will start from P8, Dynamite in 9th, Bodhod in 10th, the Smeg in 11th, Timmer in 12th, Blocky will start from P13, Ridwan will start from 14th, and KD serving the rest of his quali band will start from P number 15 due to if you have a qualifying ban, you can't get reverse grid pole.
Yep, no reverse grid privileges. But I'm almost done with my download. I'll let you know when I'm on there.
Fantastic. That result then, a good result there from Revo Satellite, should see them slightly decrease the margin from FP Autosport to them in the Teams Championship, which is hotting up very quickly. We didn't really expect this. We thought FP Autosport would just run away with it. Sardinia was a little indication of what they can do if everything does go right, but this is a track where everything isn't seemingly going their way, so FP Autosport maybe just not really handling the favourites tag so well once again, or are Revo just doing a very good job thus far?
I mean, the thing is, they can't rely on Red One too much. It's all about it, because obviously we all know it's a team's championship. You got to have more than the just one component to win it all.
Yeah,
but we'll see if they can get together in the sprint. Anyway, I'll let you know. I think I have 1 more minute. Okay. Yep, I'm good now.
Okay, so once it's at 20 seconds, I'll tell you to press. We'll do what we did again, but this is a really big opportunity here for Kane and Jamo once again, starting from the front of the grid in reverse grid. The reverse grid sprint race is a 15 lapper as well. The time minimum is 4 laps. These cars will need to take on a little splash of fuel as well just to make it to the end. The strategy is a little bit different here. Do you run half and half on the race, or do you stretch out your medium stint or your soft stint and minimise the time on a set of tyres? It is a very complex, well, when I say complex, it can be very easy, but a lot of us like to make it as hard for ourselves as possible. That is the beauty of GT racing.
Exactly. Anyway, I'm all ready to go.
Alright, so you're at 20 seconds?
Yes.
Alright, so we'll press play in 3, 2, 1, play, and we will take it away for the lights. The revs rise, the cars roar as we build up to the 5 red lights. It's time to bring the action here at Maggiore for the sprint race. Good start here from Candy Cane. He gets away well off the line. BK in second, Jabo in third. Prezzo is in fourth as they head into Joe. Well, look at Prezzo. He has set sail.
Prezzo with a massive send there into turn 1. BK, though, has lost. Look at BK. He's lost a lot of position.
He's lost a ton of ground there. He's lost about 5, 6, 7, I don't know, maybe 10 positions there. From the front of the grid, that is an awful start for the Kennedy Motorsport driver, as Prezzo's going to go side by side here with Kane as they head on the run down in turn, I don't even know, turn 5, as Prezzo gets the move done. He takes the lead of the race on lap 1, as well as Orphan Drop. He makes the move on Jamo, pulls off a similar move that he pulled off in this feature race rather, and he is up into 4th or 3rd. Oh, no, not quite. Jamo does get the position back.
Yeah,
Banana Cake.
a little bit ahead of him there.
Oh! Big moment there for Orphan Drop under power as they go through yeses, and as they will drop down the hill for the first time. Prezzo is your race leader from Candy Cane. Both these cars are on the soft compound of tyres, and as they head hard on the brakes into the hairpin for the first time, it is Prezzo from Candy Cane, Jamo, Orphan Drop, and Banana Cake Pie, as Orphan Drop does actually get
3 rows of two abreast.
awesome little great start to this race. All these cars get so close together.
He's off to a pretty good start here.
Absolutely.
Look at this little scrap of 4th place. Jamo, and you got Banana and Foghorn. And a little bit more active.
Bottom bumps Banana. Mid-corner there, trying to get him out of the way. This is good news for Prezzo, Kane, and Orphan Drop here if these 3 can skip away, but I think they've just about settled their differences there. Brian Stingray, he's up into P6 for now. Dynamite's in 7th, Jamo's in 8th, Smeggy is in 9th, and Blocky rounds out your current top 10. BK has dropped from the front to the very back of the grid after the start. That is a shocking start there for the Kennedy Motorsport team owner.
Not a very good start at all. You know, lost 10 positions out of the first 3 corners. Not the most ideal way to do it. But
Absolutely.
yeah, Prezzo, so talented. He's almost built up a somewhat of a gap to himself and Candy Cane. He's got roughly, I probably would say about 1.5 seconds. Yeah, 1.5 second gap.
1.5 seconds. Yeah, it's a very good start. That send on lap 1, turn 1 rather. It's a great demonstration. I think he just said, bugger it, I'm sending it here, as the Gonna have a look at the battle for third here currently. Banana Cake Pie is really putting the Corvette of Orphandrop under pressure as Orphandrop does miss the apex ever so slightly there. He's gonna try and get a run here, but I think he's just gotten too close to him and he may have killed a little bit of momentum there. Banana Cake Pie.
Yeah, he had a better run than Orphandrop did, so that definitely compromised his run.
Banana Cake Pie is
trying to go through the hairpin.
He's on the soft compound. He is, and I think Orphandrop has just realised that he's not on the same pace level and has just let him go.
Yeah, especially with him being on the soft compound side, so he's just trying to close the field as quickly as possible.
Yeah, absolutely is. Probably Stingray and Bodod going. They're going to go side by side. Probably Stingray's going to send it in under brakes. Makes contact mid-corner. I mean, whatever.
Maybe there was a little bit of payback for what happened in the hairpin.
It very well might have been, but Stingray is now up in a bit. Bodod is right under. He's all over the rear of that McLaren. As we start lap number 3, Prezzo has got decent lead here over Candy Cane. Hasn't really skipped away too much. All front 3 cars are on soft compound tyres. Then you've got the next 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The remaining 12 cars are on the medium compound tyres, so pretty much the rest of the field apart from the top 3. As Orphandrop's getting absolutely swamped here by Crying Stingray, and he is about to be overtaken here from Bodhod, you would think as well. As, nope, I think Orphandrop's gonna, he thought about it there.
Oh, he also did the sausage curve at the entry of turn 5. Here comes Bodhod on the inside. I think he's got a better run here too.
And Bodhod is gonna get up into P6, and I think he's lost another position just by being courteous and letting these guys get on through. Is the position you put yourself in sometimes. Does Bodhod have enough of overspeed here to try and get past Crying Stingray? We know how good this car is on the straight. Stingray, he says, nope, I'm going to send it in under brakes, and moves up. Well, he actually hangs on in 4th position there, so Stingray does hold on currently to a top 4 position. Prezzo is currently leading the race at the moment. He has got Kane and Banana Cake Pie behind him. It's been a very good, relatively good start.
He has checked out a little bit though, still in one of the gaps still. Actually, no, he has not. He has only 10, that's it.
And casually picks up a half-second penalty there for Prezzo. That's no ideal.
Going wide at the penultimate turn. Very easy to do around here.
Absolutely. Absolutely is very easy to do there, KD. That's what we've got going on here. We've got Smeg right behind Orphandrop here currently in the fight for P7. Both cars are on the medium.
Side. Smeg just checks back. Oh, Dynamite. A little bit squirrely there in the exit turn 2. Oh, yeah. Very, very loose there.
It's an interesting.
Taking a bit of an interesting line there. Didn't really seem to be the best of lines because that Smeg's got a little bit closer.
Yeah, I think the Smeg is probably licking his lips here. He will be seizing a very easy overtake as Orphandrop does run it in deep there at the hairpin, and I think he is just going to let the Smeg go through. Nope, no he doesn't.
Nope, he does not.
He doesn't, he gets the S's all wrong.
Oh, Smeg is just a little bit all over the place, but let's see. Back to the about second. Banana's getting closer to Kane, then they're going to go side by side towards the hairpin.
Who's got...
Banana's got the better brakes, I think.
Yeah, he does, and he does.
Yes, he does.
He moves on up into second place behind the Stone Tower, so... Good start here from Banana Cake Pie and the BCPRD cars of him and Prying Stingray. Prying Stingray is currently running a very solid P4 at the moment. It is currently coming, it is up to the critical lap where these guys can come in, dish their tyres and get a fresh set of tyres if they would like to. It is very interesting.
Also to note too is that Stingray is the lead runner of the medium compound tyre as well. So keep your eye on him as well. talk about this race.
Yeah, we will need to keep an eye on him there. Botthod is, of course, the second of them, and Dynamite is the third runner of them, as Botthod does decide that he's pulled the pin, so he's going for the early stop.
So he's going for the early stop. Redwood's going for an early stop as well.
Kieran is also going for an early stop, so some of these drivers are opting for an early stop, as Going Texas does move on up into P7 ahead of Orphan Drop, who's dropped down now into P8. BK, he's just slightly recovering here from a very difficult start to the race here. There for him, he's moved up to currently 9th. Obviously, some cars have made their pit stops, and Botthod is the first to make his pit stop. He's out in P10. KD is yet to make a pit stop, I believe, or is no, he might have.
No, he has yet to make a pit stop.
Yeah,
Jama's made his pit stop now.
Yep, as we also believe Blocky has lagged out of the session after showing some impressive pace. His net has unfortunately dropped out for him, so that is hard luck for the New Zealander, but he has dropped a bunch of points, and that will actually be detrimental to Revo Satellite in the quest for the Teams Championship. We saw last season the amount of the net dramas that cost FP Autosport their shot at a potential Teams Championship just by having someone running around the back, or just finishing last, picking up points, and just moving on. Every point is critical in this Teams Championship fight. Last year was a massive example of that in action.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much also how Max Speed pretty much took advantage of that and won the Teams Championship. Was part of that reason as well from last season. But anyway, into the current picture though, Banana seems to have gotten looks like he's gotten a bit closer to Prezzo, the way it looks.
Yeah, he has, as
a little bit of pace.
Stingray and Dynamite have decided to both pull the pin and have come in to the pit lane.
I think he's going to come out behind one of the Aston Martins, the way it was. I say he'll come out behind Botthod.
Yeah, as we currently ride with Botthod, and he will come out ahead of Crying Stingray.
Yeah. He does come out behind one of the Astons, like I said, and he's behind Botthod, but very close to him.
Yeah, he is.
So Botthod got the undercut to work, but he only just got it to work.
Yeah, just barely, but Stingray's going to have one lap pressure tyres there as well, so he will be very fast on this fresh set of soft compound of tyres. Dynamite has come out ahead of Ridwan. The pair of them both do have penalties that they need to get rid of as quickly as possible so they can move on with the rest of the race. As we're going to go back towards the front, Banana Cake Pie does seem like he is closing in on Prezzo here.
Seems like the fastest out of the front row so far.
Does appear to have the fastest car. Yep, and yet to make a pit stop.
Yep, same with Prezzo. And also still has yet to serve that penalty up above his head there, 4/10 to serve. But still got plenty of time to do that. Kane's still doing pretty good though, so after having an abysmal first race, he's running up there in 3rd place, so very good efforts from one of the Mercedes cars, but Smeggy also doing pretty good in 4th place. He's over in 5th place. And then the Kenny Motorsport cars of Orphan Drops and BK in 6th and 7th, Stingray 8th, Motor 9th, Dynamite.
Yes.
Right now is your top 10 at the moment.
And Stingray has also proceeded to get back past Botthod, and now will be on a mission to get the 2 Kennedy cars of Orphan Drop and BK. As we are going to go back towards the front. We've got a nice little battle forming here between the pair of them. Between Prezzo and Banana Cake Pie. The battle of the egos.
He's got luck. Yeah, the battle of the egos.
Yeah,
let's see which ego will come out on top here.
Yeah, it's quite interesting battle here because both of these cars have their strengths and weaknesses. The McLaren is looking a much more rope package on track here in Maggiore, as we've mentioned previously. The Aston, mainly in Prezzo's hands, I think it's operator error, not the equipment error, and once again he's got close through the S's, but I think he's just too close to really make the most out of it as they head down into the hairpin, but he's going to pull up. He's going to show the nose.
I will get him here.
Yeah, he does.
Done.
Yep, showed the nose.
Oh, they're so close.
They're close. Good, great respect shown between the pair of them, which is something you don't normally hear between.
Yeah, that's not another penalty out of there. 1.3 seconds now is the penalty.
Nothing serious. He can serve that whenever he so pleases, I believe. But
we do third ahead of Kane.
Yep. So a little bit of team orders there, quite possibly coming into effect. There does Banana and Prezzo decide to pull the pin and come in this lap.
I probably would imagine so. No, there's not.
Banana does not. Prezzo got.
Ooh. That was a bit of a hair off on the line.
That very much was.
Yeah, Smeg comes in. I think he's been
Smeg has come in. Kane has stayed out. Orphandrop has stayed out. BK has stayed out. So 5 cars are yet to make their pit stop. Prime Stingray is the first car to have made his compulsory pit stop, and Prezzo has dropped a bunch of time behind this lot, and he comes out right amongst his FB Autosport teammates. So
yeah, it's the FB Autosport 8, 9, and 10. Not where you expect them to be normally, but that's where they are.
Oh, he's gonna try it.
He's gonna try to go for a move while serving the penalty. Yeah, you can do that.
Yep, that is possible here at this track, and he has.
I think he just did a team more and just let the two of them go.
Yeah, he let his 2 charges get on 3. He served about half a second of that penalty there just to kill it. There, as we're going to do is we're going to have a look. See if Banana Cake Pie does decide to pull the trigger this lap. It is probably just around the time you want to come in.
Probably will. He might lose out. I'd say he'll come out probably about 7th or 8th place from the way it looks. I'd say if he fits right now. He's only about 10 seconds clear of Kane. I think you lose with a bit of tires and fuel. I think you lose probably about over 22 seconds, 23 seconds, depending on how much fuel you put in. Let's see what he does. No, he does not. He stays out. No. Okay. Interesting.
We've got the battle of the household here in the second here between Kane and Curving Texas. I think the pair of them, yep, they're both coming in.
They're both coming in. Yep.
Who's got the fastest pit crew here? As Orphandrop, he stays out. BK
Curving's got more fuel than Kane does. BK comes in. Not surprising on the fuel. Corvette, less fuel than everyone else in there.
Yep, absolutely there. Banana Cake Pie is currently your race leader. He is yet to make his pit stop as well as Orphandrop. Brian Stingray is behind the Corvette, and Stingray is your current effective race leader, being the first car to have made his compulsory pit stop.
And then the 2 Astons of Bohod and Ridwan getting closer, I would say, towards Dynamite. But the tire life is a little bit different though, because the way it looks. Because I can see that the Astons burned up a lot more of the primes than what the BMW does. So it seems like the package for BMW with tire life is actually more efficient than the Aston Martins.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be using the tires as aggressively, so to speak. Being much more kinder on the tires, not using up all the goodness and stretching it to the nth degrees. We've got a little battle here between Stingray and Orphandrop here. Stingray is going to try, and I think Orphandrop's just let it go there.
He'll just let him go.
Just left it up high and let Stingray go there. So Stingray up on into 2nd place for the time being. Dynamite in 4th, Bridwan in 5th, and we got Boddod in 6th. Now, is this the lap for Banana? I believe it is. Yeah, it is. Now
he's coming in.
He's finally pulled the pin. Prying Stingray in 2nd at the moment.
but I think he seems to be comfortable so far. A little bit of ways from Dynamite.
Yep, as Orphan Drop comes in to finally make his pit stop. So, the effective running order currently is Flying Stingray from Dynamite. Oh, I spoke too soon. Banana Cake Pie has come out in P2. And has now got a fend off from Dynamite as well. So, see how Banana how well he can hold off the pack of cars behind him. Here's the championship leader in Grid 1. He is currently running in position number 4. Let's see if he can work his way up into the podium. Be a good result for the Maggiore Sport driver to really increase the championship lead and keep his season on an upward trajectory.
Oh, okay, so he's in a pretty good position. So he was just stretching out those soft tires really good. But the problem is, yeah, he's a bit of a safe bet to cars behind. But who are soft compound drivers.
Yeah.
That's the only issue he's got. But the tires behind them are also pretty worn, so that's another thing to eye out there as well.
Yeah. Absolutely. There, as we have a little look, Tim is currently running in 6th, Smegs in 7th, Curving's in 8th, Candy's in 9th, and VK is currently rounding out your current.
Also, I've noticed that Stone Tower's down to last place.
Yeah, I believe he had a moment about a couple laps ago, so I think, and did pick up some engine damage, so I believe he did have to come into the pit lane to just get that all fixed out. Anyway, as we have a look here at Dynamite, right under the rear end of that McLaren, Dynamite is on, I believe he is on the soft compound tyres. Yes, he is, but they are a little bit older than Banana's medium compound tyres. Very difficult to really see how much of a difference there is compared to really worn soft tyres to brand new medium tyres. It sort of levels out a bit, but like not. There's still a slight advantage here or there, I would say, for the soft compound tyres, obviously having, in theory, more grip. Not really. This isn't also ideal for Revo Satellite, only having 2 cars currently in this race. Blocky did lag out, unfortunately, so that's a little bit of points that they will be missing out on there, which means FP Autosport can claw back some points that they lost in the feature race by having Prezzo finish in 11th as well. Dynamite got a little bit crossed up there. This may let Ridwan pass, and I think Ridwan is going to get the job done. Yep, Dynamite. Yeah, Dynamite has fallen in line there and is now going to set after Banana Cake Pie. Brian Stingray is your current race leader. He does have a 0.4 second penalty that he does need to address quite quickly, but I believe he'll get that done as quickly as he can, or efficiently as he can. Got a nice little battle hit forming here actually between Banana Cake Pie and Ridwan.
Yeah,
see how
could see these two battling out for a little bit. See how this goes.
Yeah, the more these two battle out, the better news it is for Prying Stingray, because the more they battle, the more he's able to stretch out his margin and the more time he gets on his competitors. 4 laps to go here. Maggiore, Prying Stingray is your race leader from Banana Cake Pie, and Ridwan in 3rd. That is your current podium. It's very, very interesting how this plays out in the Drivers and Teams Championship, because current points as it is, I believe FP Autosport will gain some more points on Revo's Satellite due to having all 3 cars currently in the race, which helps their team's championship hopes. Ridwan will increase his lead in the Drivers' Championship and will, as things stand, I believe, pick up the round victory as well here in Maggiore.
But I think with the feature race, though, this might get them a little bit closer for Revo. It might get them a little bit closer to FP Autosport, because they had a two big finish. I think Dynamite, if I remember correctly, finished 5th. So it's good. There could be some good points here for Revo. Although, yeah, unfortunately, with Lucky lagging out in the sprint, that will hurt a little bit. But remember, the feature does count more points than
Yep.
sprint. And here comes
Yeah,
Red
sorry.
One.
Yep, we got Red One. He's going to come down the inside here on Banana Cake Pie, and he will pick up P2. Let's see if he can go and pick up a position here, move up into possibly go and win this race, as runs it a little bit wide actually. Banana Cake Pie, he's not done here.
No, he's not. On the inside. He's got the inside line here.
He does. I think he might just take. He's going to take the line away from Red One.
He just did hold them off. Of course, with the Red One, he does have old soft tires. Banana has those fresh medium tires, so he has a little bit more grip compared to that Aston Martin that's behind him. And look who else is coming in the picture there. Dynamite's still coming in that picture there. So this could be a 3-horse race for second place.
This absolutely could be a 3-horse race for P2KD. It's a nice little battle that's shaping up here between 3 different cars. Between the McLaren, the Aston, and the BMW at the moment. Separate one, Ken 5 back here on Banana Cake Pie. Does seem to have a decent run as they head down to turn number 5 for the third last time. Red One will send it under brakes.
And he's going to get the inside line into turn 5. He's got the
Switchback.
done.
Here comes the switchback here for Banana Cake Pie. Great bit of racing between these 2 drivers.
Very good racing between these 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Banana has a better grip though with those medium tires.
He's got that better.
His tires are falling off.
Yeah, he's got that little bit better edge grip through the corners there of the McLaren.
Here he comes. He's going to look at the inside, I think.
Yep. I think he's going to get the job done here as well.
He could. Here we go towards the hairpin. Lanes are on the brakes, I think.
Yeah, he does. He gets the job done.
Yeah,
Banana Cake Pie.
Oh, that was super close there between Red One and Banana at the exit of the hairpin.
They were going to go side by side through there. I thought for a second, but no, they both think better of it. This is great news for Flying Stingray, who has absolutely skipped away from the pair of them, and he is on course for his first victory of season 3.
Who would have thought the man that was complaining about the McLaren so much is in line to win the race?
Sort of helps when the faults of the car aren't as obvious here in Maggiore. It seems to be the positives outweigh the negatives here at this track, I believe. But he has got 2 laps to go, and the McLaren will pick up. The BCPRD will pick up their first win of season number 5. Sorry, season 5. It's not season 4. One driver who also might come into this battle is the Smeg. He's run a very quiet race, you'd have to say, in P5, and maybe looking at a possible podium if these guys trip each other up.
He could. He's doing pretty solid at the moment.
Yep.
Here comes Red One on the inside.
Oh, just missed that, ever so slightly.
Oh,
Oh, they're side by side as they go.
Here we go again for the S's.
Yeah, Banana Cake Pie does hang on to the position for now. Dynamite's he's very much watching brief here between the pair of them. Anything goes wrong between them, he can pick up an easy couple of positions and move on up into the podium if these guys decide to trip each other over.
And here comes Red One with the slipstream. He's going to go a long way around this time though.
Yeah, he's going to struggle there. It's very much a one-line corner for an overtake there. Red One will try and get the switchback. Does he clear him in time?
Oh, no, this is no close. Red One's got the inside line. Oh, he goes really wide there. Onto the grass he goes.
He
And
does.
Banana makes the most of that mistake and takes back second place.
Yeah, he does. It's currently a 1-2 for BCPRD as Flying Stingray is going to come across the line to start the final lap of the race. He is putting yet again once again another master performance in the sprint race. Sprint race merchant is that man. as Banana starts the final lap. He has got Ridwan behind him. I think Ridwan, his main concern now will be Dynamite, who was quite a fair bit closer thanks to these two battling so heavily. Banana runs it in very deep at turn 1 there. So Ridwan may just, he hasn't given up on P2 just yet. He will look to try and get on past as they head down to turn 5 for the final time.
Everyone's got their exit though at turn 4.
He does.
But I was gonna make him go the long way around.
Yep, last couple laps you're allowed to defend your position, and Banana Cake Pie does hang on. For now, Ridwan's he's gonna make Ridwan go the long way around here. Does, by doing this, Banana, he is compromising his own position currently.
Yeah, he's compromising his own run looks, but doesn't seem like it's doing too bad at the moment.
Yeah.
Everyone will have this. Oh, he's gonna have second penalty.
That is,
could be a key. That's a key factor there.
Yeah, that may have just cost himself a run at Banana Cake Pie, as Dynamite and the Smeggy going side by side here as they go through the hairpin for the final time. Dynamite is just about going to hang on, I think, unless the Smeg does try and move around the outside. Oh, he stuck the nose in of that AMG.
He almost had it.
Couldn't quite
pull it off.
Couldn't get it done. Speaking of pulling it off, Flying Stingray has pulled off yet another masterclass in the sprint race as he comes through the final corner and will pick up his first win of Season 5 and McLaren's first win in Project 1 GT. Stingray is your race winner as he kills off his pen and picks up the victory. The Banana Cake Pie makes it a 1-2 for BCPRD. He finishes second, Ridwan in third. Dynamite just beats the Spectre fourth. Tim Ant will finish sixth. Curving Texas will come across the line in seventh. Bodhod will finish eighth. BK is going to come home in ninth, presuming he kills off that pen of his.
He does have a 2/10 penalty.
He does. Kane does actually pick up ninth.
No, Kane picks up ninth place.
As Orphadrop comes home in 11th to cap off a solid reserve outing for the Kennedy Motorsport driver. Here comes Jamo. He will come home in P12. KD will come home in 13th and just doesn't bother to serve his pen. Right. Presso will come home in 14th. It may be the last finishing position, but it's crucial points in the championship, and these points may matter come the end of the season. As he will come across the line.
Right about now. There you go.
Yeah, there he goes. Anyway, that has been round 3 of Season 5 for Project 1 GT from Maggiore. Thank you very much, KD, for joining me in the commentary booth.
Anytime, Jack. Thank you for having me.
Yep, and thank you guys for tuning in on a Thursday afternoon for this event. I've been Jackie Prez, that's been KD1997, and we'll catch you guys next time.